Crafting chests. Keeping chests you looted underground. Nature is so beautiful, Terrarian. Everything in nature tries to kill me. Hey William, sorry I'm late. I was doing stuff. It's okay. I'm stuff. Oh my god, Molly. No. Haha Terrarian, you are danging my sister. Neuron activation. Monkey sees action. Material. How it's supposed to look. How I see it. Every single potion in existence. Other players preparing for a boss fight. Me preparing for a boss fight. On my summoner playthroughs. During literally any other playthrough. Like mine on a stick. Damage 200. Melee. Knockback 20. Insane. Same as slap hand. Use time 50. Extremely slow. I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea this is. At least you can respawn. Sold by the demolitionist for 5 gold when the cyborg is present. Deals massive self damage and self knockback when an enemy is hit. Laser machine gun. 49 magic damage. 4% critical strike chance. Average speed. Very weak knockback. Uses 6 mana. Material. Research 1 more to unlock duplication. Clay wand. Casts a clay ball which shatters on impact. Drops from. That's her nose, not a smiley face. Phasing potion. Gives phasing buff. Allows player to pass through bulks like shimmering, but they can still move and use items. Good for cleaning the world without creating tunnels everywhere. Round world seed. Screen wraps on each side of the map. Both oceans are connected as one big ocean. Shield of the world. Final upgrade that combines all of the shield accessories. Increases defense by 16. Grants a damaging dash attack. Increases aggro by 400. While health is below 50%. Reduces damage taken by 25%. While health is above 25%. Redirects 25% of the damage taken by nearby team members to the wearer. Provides immunity to the following debuffs. Poisoned, darkness, cursed, bleeding, confused, slow, weak, silenced, broken armor, chilled, stoned, burning. Grants immunity to knockback. Increases maximum number of sentries by 2. Increases summon damage by 20%. The 2 types of Terrarians. Class Enjoyer. No sleep in years. Supreme Minion. Sleeps 22 hours a day. Beginner scene. Scene of the guy who even makes the map disappear. When I'm in a 1v1 competition, and my opponent is. Sometimes, what a person needs is just one piece. Mana cloak in the vanity slot. I prefer the real movement accessory. I said the real movement accessory. Perfection. Terraria tomorrow. Look man. He helped me through a very tough time, so he means a lot to me. Okay, you just gotta respect it. Why bosses try to kill you? Protecting their home. Just cause. Evil. Lunatic cultist. Me, quietly making a bridge to fight the wall of flesh. Every underworld enemy. Bonja. People digging straight down in Terraria. Hey, is that lava down there? Well, at least I know to mine around it. People digging straight down in Minecraft. Oh no, I fell into lava. I couldn't see. Update console to 1.4. Or, draw 25. Real logic. Ah yes, me, my girlfriend, and her 2 gold worth 4 feet tall red wrench. Me, eats 5 burritos from Taco Bell in one setting. My stomach. You feel vibrations from deep below. When you accidentally kill a cool looking butterfly, why do I hear boss music? What the guide sees when I'm trying to remember what boots to combine to craft Terra Spark. You get a wooden sword and throw your copper one in the trash. You're an endgame melee and realize you need it to craft Zenith. Me and the tax collector watching the non-player characters burning in lava for committing tax fraud. Who would win? A wall of flesh, capable of shooting lasers. Literal bees. Me, Mom, can we have like this? Mom, no, we have like this at home. Like this at home. Me deactivating regular traps pre-hard mode with my grand design. Me deactivating the lizard temple traps pre-hard mode. What if you wanted to make an above ground chlorophyte farm, but God said, chlorophyte ore can only spread and convert bulks if it is in or below the bottom half of the underground layer. You're exploring underground. You find a detonator. It has a large ore vein. It's platinum. Me when I'm fifing Duke Fishron and I reach the third phase be like, gravity laws prepare to be ignored. When you decide to change a pet that you used for a very long time. I'm sorry, little one. Terraria in 2015. Minecraft in 2019. My Night's Edge, I hope gets turned into legendary. Me who spent 16 gold on reforges. Annoying Night's Edge. Farm 4 Terra Spark boots. Go to hard mode. Me has a hole in my world. Any lunar pillar. Me a few seconds after seeing a new thing in Terraria that I've never seen before. Terraria wiki. You use magic mirror to dodge boss attacks. You have a bed closed by. You're fighting Plantera. Ima head out. You're fighting Plantera. Terraria. The air is getting colder around you. Me. Can we have like this? Mop. We have like this at home. At home. Like this. Impressive lights boss music exists. My brain. Running in the 90s. Crewmate. There is one imposter among us. She heal. If you're going to die, do it outside. She mean. But most importantly, she wears high heel. Dad, why am I named Rose? When you were young, a rose fell on your head. Dad, why am I named Daisy? When you were young, a daisy fell on your head. Terraria is just 2D Minecraft. Oh hey Brig. Guide, it's dangerous to wander around at night. Also guide. r/Terraria. That guy that says Terraria is just 2D Minecraft. When you summon the wall of flesh, but in the wrong direction. Visible frustration. Who would win? A metal used for centuries for its reliability and sturdiness. A vegetable. Hard to swallow pills. Console users will be dead before 1.4 comes out. Farminac charm for my friend who's been unable to play on our Calamity playthrough for a week. Or, draw 25. My lazy ace. Terraria. Terraria EA. Biomes. $35. Mobs. $45. Bosses. $126. Free downloadable content Calamity mod. $455. Crimson is way better than corruption. There's better loot, Brain of Cthulhu is easy, and World Generation is better. The corruption has a better overworld song. Me as a mage, when I'm out of mana, and I don't have any mana potions in the middle of a boss fight. Anakin. Start panicking. I don't have a planakin. Receiving angler quests rewards be like. Maybe I'm blind because I don't see anything useful. PC and mobile. Relogic. Consoles. 3DS. When you and your friend Kelly prismatic lace wing. Anakin. Start panicking. I don't have a planakin. Daniel. The cooler Daniel. Mysteries that cannot be solved. Interior of a bulk hole. Anything divided by 0. Why Moon Lord don't drop these. Dark matter. Me. Mine's a tombstone or demon or crimson altar. Any ghost or wraith 1 second later. You know the rules, and so do I. Me and the boys defeating a boss by taking turns going home and getting healed by the nurse. Obsidian in Minecraft. Obsidian in Terraria. A shooting star. I want Zenith. Lol duck you. Pentagon. Hexagon. Octagon. Mech boss is gone. Wow, this plant looks nice. It'll make a great decoration in my house. Haha bug. Ah. Error every 5 seconds. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Nobody. Me with lucky horseshoe. Me after beating wall of flesh for the first time. Terraria pre-hard mode. Call an ambulance. The ancient spirits of light and dark have been released. But not for me. Bows and finally get the rod of discord. Chacharial smooth. Blend vitamins. Equipable. Say goodbye. Me, it's the blood moon, but at least my inventory isn't cluttered. Shackles. Allow us to introduce ourselves. 100 bulks of wood in Minecraft. 100 bulks of wood in Terraria. Me after trying to build an intercontinental shot missile. The FBI is approaching from the west. Cobalt shield please. You accidentally summon Empress of Light. Panic. You have endgame gear. Calm. It's daytime. Panic. Me in the dungeon with a mythical water bolt, a bone glove and a diamond robe. I'm a being of pure energy with no weakness. Me who's too scared to download it, because if I do something wrong, I'll get a virus. Everyone else enjoying Calamity mod. Me coming back home from mining during the blood moon. My non-player characters. Turtles. Minecraft players. Terraria players. Terraria mobile players when 1.4 comes out and they have to beat the Empress of Light in the daytime. POV. You are an eater of souls. I'm once again asking for your coins. Summoner 1.3. Help, I'm so weak. Summoner 1.4. Still weak. Arms dealer, I prefer the nurse. Guide, zoologist is pretty chill. Non-player characters are non-player characters. Dryad, uses superpowers to defend herself. The gun dealer, the answer is a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun. 1.4.1. I sleep. Bnades get nerfed. Real shut. Teacher, the answer is easy to find. The answer. I'm in Terraria's credits. Everyone liked that. When 1.4.1 is announced, but the dev said 1.4 would be the last update. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Terraria got its absolute final update today, 1.14.1. Fans who have gained hours of love and fun from the amazing game, you can rest now. When you insult a clothier and he says, you're gonna have a bad time. Why do I hear boss music? The boss when you fight it, versus the boss when you unlock them as a playable character. Can I have like this? No, we have like this at home. Like this at home. Other nighttime bosses when it hits 4:30. Adios. Skeleton when it hits 4:30. You know the rules. It's time to die. My YouTube recommendations during the day. My YouTube recommendations during the night. My friend collecting better items for advantage. Me who's spending almost all of my gold reserve for a pogo stick. You took everything from me. Official Terraria wiki. I know who you are. Who would win an A fight? Moonlord. Meme Lord. Welcome to Terraria. A game where once you get to the exploring mood, you can never go out of it unless you die to some cave bat. Don't mess with me. 9-year-old me when I use the duplication glitch in Terraria. Quack. When you use the celestial sigil, so you just sit there waiting like, what now? Impending doom approaches. Panic. You have beetle armor and good weapons. Calm. You forgot to build an arena. Panic. Ranger, mage, melee, and summoner. Stab shoot say abracadabra, and have summons, and kill anything that moves class. No don't put me in a lantern. Never mind, this is actually quite cozy. I'll have a 12th Terrarian for you. How original. And a 4th celebration. Daring today, aren't we? My friend, kills a gold bunny. Me. Why are you guy? Finally trying medium core. Master mode. For the worthy summoner playthrough. Me. Me when I try Calamity for the first time. Guess I'll die. Building a normal arena to fight Platera. Putting down a campfire in a open part of the underground jungle. Which is stronger? An ore drop by the Cthulhu. This is also the strongest ore. A copper boy. It is time to go. Was I a good pre-hard mode pickaxe? No. I'm told you were the best. Me just exploring the underground caverns, minding my own business. Every trap ever, I will initiate self-destruct. Moon Lord's Dealt Ray exists. Me, a mage with no defense. I feel my heart crack. Me, Mom, can we have like this? Mom, no, we have like this at home. At home. Neglects 25 defense. This item can be used simultaneously with the Stinger Necklace to ignore 10 defense, rather than 5. Deadly Blade Staff. 18 summon damage. Plan Terraria. Defense 36. Who would win in a fight? A warrior whose armor has been molten in the depths of hell. One Shelly boy. Friend, you play Terraria too much. Me, no I don't. How Karen see masks. How normal people see masks. Infinite wood arrows. The merchant. You may not like me, but I'm good for one thing. Lightning boots. Terra spark boots. When you're in the jungle with your friends, then rock music starts playing. Rangers. I'm not gonna use the solar eruption for the Moon Lord, cause I'm a ranger. When a pixie hits you, silence. Me playing Terraria. Angler's Quest. Actually playing the game. Me starts a world and collects a strange plant. Die trader. Give me the plant. When you leave one bulk of hardened ebon sandstone. Uh-oh. Looks like the world is co-opted. Her brother. The girl you like. Her dad. You. The destroyer of worlds. My friend with Orichal Kamama. How can we update the dungeon in 1.4? Make it harder to navigate. Add cracked bricks. What about a mini boss? Me. Can you stop stealing my money? For 5 minutes? The destroyer. Me on my first night in hard mode. When you killed the 4 hobos at the dungeon, and it spawns a boss. Who would win? A b-boy. A monstrous wall. God of the underworld. When you try to take on the wall of flesh without grenades. Guess I'll die. Me trying to get ore after starting off. Boulder traps. Every other non-player character. Just ice. The angler. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything. 100 damage. Expert mode. Normal mode. Master mode. Magic mirror. The cooler magic mirror. Is that you? Yeah. But that's an old photo. Terraria bosses. Minecraft bosses. Me after crafting lightning boots. Acceleration. Yes. All type of monster or boss. The player. Or non-player characters. Destroys a single segment of Eater of Worlds. This is getting out hand. Now there are 2 of them. 2020 can't get worse, right? December 31st. Impending doom approaches. Benched. Craft your first workbench. 29.9% of players have this achievement. The twins. Destroyer. Skeleton Prime. Me after finishing Plantera with shurikens. Get me need. Enemies. Me. Town pets. The Tinkerer Goblin, after snapping your best weapon in half and making you pay 25 gold. Mechanic. New password. True Excalibur. Weak. New password. True Knight's Edge. Strong. Itcher. Blood of Gods, and has the ability to decrease the enemy's armor. Terraria community. Oh, is this pass? Cultists of the dungeon. Me, playing Terraria 1.3 for the first time. The 32,000 wraiths arriving at my location. Me breaking demon altars in master mode. Mobile players joke about getting 1.4 before console. Console players. Loki says mobile progresses in beta stage and will probably release before console. Console players. Options for starting hard mode. Fight for your life while destroying demon altars to make better gear. Fish. What the 4 classes are in theory. Melee, ranged, mage, summoner. What the classes actually are. Ranged, Ranged. Melee. Firecracker. I inflict burning flames and explosions, while nearly tripling the DPS of most minions. Cool Whip. I'm cold and summon a snowflake that deals 15 damage. Help. Me getting hit multiple times in a hectic fight. My HP regeneration. Vanilla. 2438 damage per second. Yay, I finally hit 2k damage. That's so much damage. Modded. Me, after accidentally hitting for the 1000th time, wondering to myself the duck I haven't changed the keybind yet. Getting close to attack enemies with their whip. Staying far away to avoid getting hit by enemies. Summoners. When I'm in a kick-ass Terraria YouTuber competition, and my opponent is waffle time. I think I'll go healer this playthrough. Terraria 1.4.5 content. Relogic. Dead Cells crossover content. Exclusive music for the twins. I bring a sort of we should rush the jungle vibe to the Terraria world that other players don't really like. Steve looking up at a barrage of mini nooks from the Celebration MK2, just before they rain down hellfire on him. You feel an evil presence watching you. I don't care what the chat box says. I'm not fighting the Eye of Cthulhu. Save and exit. Okay, I'ma fight the Plague Bringer Goliath. Damn, this hard. Will you please listen? I'm not the wall of flesh. Me and the non-player characters. He is the wall of flesh. The food, the atmosphere, everything's flawless. Now I'm become the Cthulhu spinal column, the eater of worlds.